I coach under 12 and under 14 girls at the Sevenoak Suns, and I'm also an assistant coach with the GB under 16 women. I started coaching kind of just by accident, always been around the junior programs, started helping out volunteering, and I really got a feel for it. Why I coach now is because it's fun. I love the game of basketball. I love learning, always want to be around it. And I love seeing young girls and young women rise, fall in love with the game like I did, and realize that they can do things and enjoy the sport. My biggest influences have definitely been my parents. So my coach and father, Renee Busch, he's always been my biggest supporter and taught me how to shoot, taught me everything about basketball growing up. And also my mother, who's taught me how to be a strong leader, how to follow my passion and work hard. And also my teammates on my current pro team taught me a lot about myself, how to be a good teammate, and what I would look for in a coach. I think my biggest challenge is, as a coach, is similar to how I feel as a player. It's to continue to develop my mental game, as well as focusing on the tactical and technical aspects. I think it's so important to make sure that as a coach, you're taking care of yourself and getting yourself right so you can be the best version of yourself for your players, for your team, for your fellow coaches. So to continue to develop that side of the game, which isn't always obvious. This wasn't specifically coaching, but last summer I had the opportunity to be the team manager for the under 18 GB women at the European Championships, and in the campaign leading up to that, I got to do a lot of coaching work as well, and it was my first time being on the staff side at the European Championships, although I've been many times as a player before. So I think it was a big step up for me, and to get to learn from the more senior coaches on that staff was a really positive experience for me. Although we faced a lot of adversity, I learned so much about myself, what it takes to work in that environment, how to see things from the other side as well. So that was a really fun experience, and I can't wait to go back to the European Championships when we get going again. My key strength as a coach is my playing experience and relatability. I think learning so much of the game and knowing what it feels like to be on the floor in those practices and those games. And as well as that, I think my relentless optimism and resilience, and I'm continuously self-reflecting all the time, always trying to be better. I think this leadership and performance program has been so impactful, and it's great that BE is doing this and in such a visible way so that other female coaches, male coaches, players can see this, and it's become normalized to see us in these positions. I have gained an amazing supportive network of peers and access to mentors that I would never have had, especially given the current environment beforehand by myself. So that's been hugely powerful, and I'll take that with me. And I've also really gained confidence as a coach and in myself, and it's got me thinking more seriously about my career in the future and where I want to be. My advice to coaches is to always keep learning and growing, stay open-minded, try not to think there's only one way to do something, and remember to put relationships first. It's really about people at the end of the day. Specifically for female coaches, my advice is to speak up, stand up, take up your space, be in that room, and believe in yourself. Apply for that job. If you think you're not qualified, you probably are, and to keep going. Hardest concept to teach, it's not a specific skill for me, but it's how to work hard and how to realize your potential, which might sound obvious, but I think a lot of times either players haven't been pushed before, or they don't realize what they can really do and how much they can help the team, help others around them, make people better. So teaching that hard work and consistency. My favorite coaching book is called Catch Them Being Good. and it's written by the coach and head sports psychologist for the U.S. women's national soccer team when they went on their awesome run in the 90s of winning the World Cup championships. And it really delves into the story of the team, but also all the preparation they did mentally and on the sports psych side leading up to those championships, changes they made between World Cups, and it's got some practical advice as well as anecdotal stories. So it's a great read, recommend to anyone. This was as a player, and we were on defense. The offensive player on the other team had the ball at the top of the key. She goes to overhead pass it into a post player. Her on-ball defender goes to tip and deflect the ball, and she tips it up, goes in the basket, 2 points for the other team. But meanwhile, after she tipped it, she just kept running on the break as if we were going to steal it and go the other way, and she had no idea she scored 2 points for the other team. I've never seen that since. I'd like to be remembered as someone bright, who brought good energy, put people first, and kept on no matter what. For me, no whistle.